I'm Sasha Rionda, and welcome to Coffee with America Extra. For over 3 decades, the YMCA has hosted Healthy Kids Day at locations across the country to celebrate and teach healthy habits to kids and their families. Here to highlight what's new with this year's event is Heidi Brasher. Heidi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Sasha. It's great to be here today.
So tell us, it might seem obvious, but why does the YMCA hold Healthy Kids Day each year?
YMCAs across the country have been hosting Healthy Kids Day since 1992, and it's all about the total health and well-being for kids in our communities. We want to teach healthy habits, encourage active play, and really inspire a lifetime of love for physical activity.
I love it. And what are some of the issues this event addresses?
Children who are happy, healthy, and engaged are a really important part of our communities. Healthy Kids Day allows us the opportunity to not only think about the physical well-being and health of our kids, but also the mental and emotional well-being. It's about that whole health opportunity for kids, and Healthy Kids Day is a great chance to focus on that.
Very important for sure. And tell us the type of activities that will be taking place.
Each YMCA might look a little different, but some of the things you can be engaged in are things like family fun runs, family Zumba classes. Kids can come try a variety of sports, see what they might be interested in, games, activities, healthy cooking demonstrations. You know, nutrition is a huge part of being totally healthy, and so that will be a part of Healthy Kids Day. Lots of fun, free activities and events that the entire family can participate in.
Sounds great. Now, is there anything new with Healthy Kids Day this year?
We have a great national sponsor this year. Peanuts is sponsoring Healthy Kids Day. We love partnering with them because we love Snoopy. We love the fact that he is a Beagle Scout, he loves the outdoors, he likes to be active and engage in programs like camp. YMCAs across the country are looking to increase access to our summer programs, in particular our camp programs, and Peanuts is helping us do that.
How cool! Why is the mission of the YMCA so important?
Every child has potential. The YMCA wants to walk alongside our parents and our communities as we think about the supports that every child needs to realize their full potential. That happens at Healthy Kids Day, but it also happens at YMCAs across the country throughout the year.
I like to hear that. Now, where can we go for more information?
Check out ymca.org/HKD.
Heidi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Parkinson's disease afflicts nearly 1 million people in the U.S., with more than 90,000 people newly diagnosed each year. As part of Parkinson's Awareness Month, we're happy to have John Lear, president of the Parkinson's Foundation, and Cindy Feinstone, who's living with Parkinson's disease, here to share more. Thanks to both of you for joining us. John, why is it important to understand the challenges that people are facing with Parkinson's disease?
The number one risk factor for Parkinson's is aging. Most people are diagnosed in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. And so as our population ages, the number of people who are going to be affected by Parkinson's is going to increase. And so are the number of people who are care partners to people living with Parkinson's. So during April, we take time out to raise awareness about the disease, tell people what it is, what it means, and to let them know about the resources that are available to them to live the best life they can with Parkinson's disease.
Absolutely. And what is Parkinson's disease?
So Parkinson's is characterized as a movement disorder because it affects movement initially, whether it's a resting tremor in your hand or your feet or your legs. People with Parkinson's will develop difficulty with movement, like walking or balancing or shifting from one position to the next. Over time, it can affect cognition, mental health, GI. A lot of people with Parkinson's have difficulty sleeping. A lot of people with Parkinson's will lose their sense of smell. So it really affects the whole body.
Cindy, and can you share with us some of the challenges you face?
Yes, so like John has said, everyone is different and everyone has different symptoms and at a different rate. For me, since I was diagnosed 10 years ago, I feel like my activity level has slowed down. I can't rush around like I used to. I have to take everything a little bit slower. But I also have learned that by making healthy choices, life choices, and medication, you can live a great quality of life. And one of my choices has been to exercise. and I exercise 6 days a week. My exercise of choice is boxing. There's a specific exercise program, boxing program that caters to people with Parkinson's. But you can do anything. The idea is to keep moving because research has shown that Parkinson's, you can slow the progression down with exercise. It can help with mobility, it can help with balance, it can help with day-to-day activities. So what you love, you should choose, whether it's swimming, running, bicycling, going to Tai Chi, yoga. There's so many options, but just keep moving.
John and Cindy, thank you again so much for sharing all this with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coming up, how one company is helping the restaurant business become more eco-friendly.
Does cooking feel like a kitchen battle? You need Granite Stone Armor Max, the revolutionary cookware set with 4 durable layers of ultra non-stick. So slick, virtually nothing sticks. No oil or butter needed. You can get the Granite Stone Armor Max set for just 4 easy payments of $39.99. We'll include this razor-sharp knife set and deep steam and fry pan set, yours absolutely free. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. Order now.
Hey everyone, Emerald Lagasse here, and I'm so excited to tell you about my biggest air fryer yet.
Introducing Emerald Lagasse's Dual Zone Air Fryer Oven with dual-sided cooking chambers. Now you can cook 2 different foods 2 different ways that finish at the same time. Enjoy juicy grilled burgers at the same time as air-fried French fries. Broiled savory salmon at the same time as roasted asparagus. The secret is in the QuickSync technology that matches the cooking times and settings of each food, so they're programmed to finish at the same time. But watch, remove the center divider and it transforms into a large 25-quart capacity oven. Now you can try Emerald Lagasse's Dual Zone Air Fryer Oven with free recipe book in your home for 30 days for just $14.99. But wait, we'll automatically upgrade you to his deluxe cooking kit and 1-year VIP protection plan absolutely free, complete with everything you need to cook Monday to Sunday family-size meals. Plus, ask how you can get free shipping. This offer will not last, so order now.
You're gonna love it, I guarantee it.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters, stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-257-1709. That's 800-257-1709.
Think about how much single-use plastic was part of your last restaurant or takeout meal. Restaurantware is trying to change that. As we celebrate Earth Month, the founder and CEO, Jamil Bouchareb, joins us to share the importance of eco-friendly alternatives in food service. Jamil, glad to have you here. So what should the average customer know about the importance of sustainability in the food service industry, not just during Earth Month, but year-round?
Thank you, Sasha. Food service is a sector that impacts nearly every American, and because it's so deeply integrated into our lifestyle, it has the potential to impact our natural environment in a major way. Championing a more sustainable landscape across the industry will help mitigate those negative effects, and that's what we do best at Restaurantware.
I love that. And how's Restaurantware being environmentally conscious and incorporating sustainable practices?
A sustainable mindset is what our business was founded on. We want to take innovative, eco-friendly materials and create quality, reliable products that can stand as alternatives to the traditional toxic counterparts that we often use today.
That's very cool. And what products in our eco-friendly innovations are most popular right now?
From marine degradable drinking straws to sugarcane takeout containers, our collection of sustainably focused products is constantly expanding. Where we shine is in the innovative materials we use. And some interesting products that we're using these days that are gaining a lot of traction are palm leaf tableware, pulp-safe items, and PLA table are all sourced from sustainable ingredients.
So cool, Jamil. I'm so glad you're doing this, and thank you so much for sharing this with us, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Everyone has a right to live in a clean, green, and beautiful community. Jenny Lawson, President and CEO of Keep America Beautiful, is here to share how we can all be part of the 2024 Great American Cleanup, a nationwide initiative to improve our neighborhoods. Jenny, glad to have you join us. So give us a scoop on the Great American Cleanup.
Hi, Sasha. I'm happy to be here. So the Great American Cleanup runs every year from the first day of spring till the first day of summer. It's this opportunity for American communities to get out and clean things up. Spring is here. We're feeling like we want to be outdoors. Last year, more than 1 million Americans volunteered to be a part of the Great American Cleanup.
That's awesome. That's quite the amount there. Now, I personally love to be able to be outside. Can you tell us about Keep America Beautiful and its mission?
Yeah, so we're a national network of 753 affiliates from coast to coast, top to bottom across the country. And we believe that everyone deserves a clean community. And we organize volunteers in local governments and companies and individuals to get involved and get out there and be a part of taking care of their communities. And when we do, everybody has a great, healthy, clean place to live.
Oh, I love that. Now, I understand there's some research that shows a correlation between green space and crime reduction, as well as improved heart health with more tree coverage. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, we were very excited to see a study out of the University of Michigan with our Keep Indianapolis Beautiful affiliate, where they looked at that question about, is there a relationship between moving from, abandoned lots to parks and green spaces? What happens in those communities? And one of the surprising findings was up to a 12% reduction in gun violence and assault. When we take care of parks and green spaces and keep them clean, it really does have an effect on the community around them.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Looking ahead, what are some of the goals that you have for the future of the Great American Cleanup?
Yeah, I would love to see 1 million volunteers more come out in 2024. And so I really invite everyone, KAB.org, and join us in what we're calling the 152 Pickup Challenge. So the 152 Pickup Challenge invites every American to go out and pick up 152 pieces of litter. What we know is that if every American did that, we would pick up all the litter in America.
I love it. Thank you for making our world a better place. We appreciate it, Jenny.
Thank you, and you're one more addition to our 1 million volunteers.
Don't go anywhere. Coffee with America Extra. We'll be right back.
Your paycheck. Your family depends on it. But if something happened to you, you need life insurance. And chances are SelectQuote can get it for you for under $1 a day. SelectQuote found Michael, 38, a $500,000 policy for under $23 a month. SelectQuote found Anna, 37, a $750,000 policy for under $23 a month. SelectQuote's secret? They comparison shop a select group of great companies like these for your best rate. Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford. Since 1985, SelectQuote has saved over 1 million families millions of dollars on life insurance.
Call 1-800-226-0869. That's 1-800-226-0869. Call now.
Discover what over 1 million families know. We shop, you save.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide.
1-800-531-6193.
This is an urgent notice for anyone that owes over $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS. You may qualify to have a large portion of your past due taxes forgiven. Civic Tax Relief's Special Tax Relief Hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I owed the IRS $37,000. Civic Tax Relief represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Call for your free tax forgiveness information now.
Call 800-610-4471. 800-610-4471.
The 1976 film The Omen is a horror classic. Now, fans of the original will finally learn how Damien came into existence in the new prequel called The First Omen. Oh, I'm scared just thinking about it. We're happy to have Nell Tiger-Free and Arkasha Stevenson here to give us an inside look. Thank you so much to both of you. Okay, I'm curious now, had you seen the original movie before you started filming?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm a big horror buff. It's what sort of made me fall in love with filmmaking and movies. I watched it for the first time when I was 11, which probably it wasn't the targeted age audience, and it riveted me. It terrified me, and then revisiting it again, it stands up. It's still quite unsettling, which we love. So
we love that. Yes, as I mentioned, just saying The Omen scares me. Arkasha,
Yeah.
this is your feature film directorial debut. Why did you choose this for your first film?
Yeah, well, I was always an Owen fan growing up. We were just talking about this actually. We saw the movie both when we were super young, so it has a very special place in my heart. And I think when I heard that there was going to be a prequel, because I love The Omen so much, there was a little bit of skepticism. But then when I read the script, I thought it was wonderful because it was from the point of view of a novitiate, and I thought that was such a great way to re-enter the franchise, and I was just so honored to be a part of that project.
Yeah, and this film is unique in that it's all about the female perspective. Very different than most horror films, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's entirely from the female perspective.
And how important was filming in and around Rome?
It was enormous, and I don't know if we would have been able to make the same movie anywhere else, just because I think that having the presence of the church there kind of looming over us throughout the entire process, I think really fed into the atmosphere of shooting. Yeah, but you should probably speak to that more than me.
No, I mean, it was really, really helpful too. It's such an immersive city, and it's such, Kasia puts it so brilliantly, and I'm going to steal what she says. There's so much religious iconography everywhere. I just love that. And it can be oppressive. It can sort of feel like you're being watched. It can create a kind of paranoia, especially when we were making a film with the content that we were making, and it lent itself, it aided my performance massively, I think, because you have to build the world, and when you feel like you're living in the world, it's a very helpful thing and feeling. And also, it was a lovely experience getting to live and work in Rome. I mean, just from a human perspective,
Just lovely to be there.
But the longer you live there, the more you start noticing like the eyes and the statues and the
everywhere. Yeah.
Well, that's really interesting. And because it's a prequel, you're recreating the 1970s time period. What was that like?
Oh, it was such a fun experience because I think that because I watched 1970 horror films growing up, there's such a nostalgia, I think, for me with that era. It's like a very comforting thing. But we had such brilliant collaborators on this. Eve Stewart was our production designer, Aaron Morton was our DP, and Paco Delgado was our costume designer, and they had such a keen attention to detail to where I feel like they really accurately were able to recreate the early 70s, but also in a way that felt very specific to our story and tailored for us. So it was very transportive. Transportive experience.
I think it might be transportive.
Thank you.
We'll look it up
one.
and get back to you.
We'll look it up. Now, to create the horror, do you think we need to care about the person or the character that it's actually happening to?
Well, this is the beautiful thing about working with Nell, first and foremost, is the second on screen. I feel like you're on screen, I think you fall in love with you right away. And you brought so much humanity to Margaret, so she becomes this very, Nell made her this very three-dimensional character. And I think one of the things that was so effective about the original Omen is that you were so grounded in the relationships between Gregory Peck and Lee Remick, and they were full, fleshed-out people. So you were connected to them first and foremost, so that when the horror starts, you actually feel a lot of empathy and fear for them. And that's something that we were really lucky, I think, in the scripts to be able to have real estate to spend time and get to know Margaret.
Yeah.
And then just lucky to have you to bring her to life. So.
Well, thanks so much to the both of you. If I can get up the nerve, I'll be sure to watch.
You should.
Best of luck to both of you.
Oh,
thank you so
very
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. Coffee with America Extra. We'll be right back.
Shopping for insurance.
Whoa. The unexpected can happen to any of us. That's why SelectQuote makes it easy to get the life insurance coverage you need to protect your family for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found me a $500,000 policy for only $16 a month.
We could help you save more than 50% on life insurance.
For more information, please call 1-800-303-3244.
Does cooking feel like a kitchen battle? You need Granite Stone Armor Max, the revolutionary cookware set with 4 durable layers of ultra non-stick. So slick, virtually nothing sticks. No oil or butter needed. You can get the Granite Stone Armor Max set for just 4 easy payments of $39.99. We'll include this razor-sharp knife set and deep steam and fry pan set, yours absolutely free. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. Order now.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces?
I think as my hearing loss has gotten worse, I'm not as engaging as I was before.
Then it might be time to consider nano hearing aids. The days of expensive hearing aids are over. Recent changes in the law have allowed for over-the-counter hearing aids sold direct and shipped to your home, which means no more having to go to a doctor and spend thousands.
The fact that you're able to go direct, the pricing was phenomenal. It just was a win-win all the way around.
Don't mistake nanos for cheap amplifiers. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids.
They are so small and so powerful. Just makes my life so much better.
Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Order right now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. All Nanos come with a 45-day money-back guarantee. Try them, and if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
Call 800-242-0972.
Saudia, the national airline for Saudi Arabia, has launched the world's first sanitizing and sustainable prayer beads. Protect Tasbih offers a dual function, seamlessly combining the spiritual practice of Tasbih with the added benefit of a hand sanitizer. This innovative creation redefines the traditional prayer beads, reflecting a harmonious blend of cultural reverence and modern health consciousness.
Uniquely designed for the Umrah and Hajj seasons, the initiative enables pilgrims to ensure that spiritual practices are respectfully preserved in a healthy, sustainable way.
What we set out to achieve was to develop a set of prayer beads that allow the sanitizing of hands while the pilgrims pray.
Development of the beads hit several challenges, such as not being able to use any alcohol due to religious reasons.
The challenge was to create a product which does not smell. It should be organic. It should have the sanitizing value, and it should be halal.
We looked at several different materials. Tea tree has incredible natural effects on sanitizing bacteria.
It was extremely important for the beads to be able to handle a variety of temperatures.
These are handed out on air-conditioned aircraft, where the temperatures are relatively low in comparison to the outdoor temperatures in the Middle East.
Small businesses are the majority of U.S. businesses and are vital to the health of the economy, but they are often underrepresented in economic data. University of Chicago economics professor Ufuk Akshid is here to discuss the latest findings from the Intuit QuickBooks Small Business Index and how current conditions are impacting small business growth. Professor, thank you so much for joining us. So explain what this index is and why it's important to represent small businesses in economic data.
As you mentioned, small businesses are the majority of the U.S. economy. Indeed, more specifically, 98% of businesses in the U.S. have less than 100 employees, and 77% of them have less than 10 employees, so which makes them a very important employer in the U.S. economy. Second, they are an important source of innovation and economic growth in the United States. And third, they are very vulnerable because they don't have internal capital. Whenever macroeconomic conditions are worsening, the first group that's being affected by that are the smallest of the small businesses. So therefore, it is important to monitor them closely. And unfortunately, the official data is not able to keep track of small businesses near real time. And this is exactly the gap Intuit QuickBooks Small Business Index is filling in. By providing a timely index, it's keeping track of the health of the smallest of the small businesses in the U.S.
Good to know. And what's the most important takeaway from the new data?
So I guess the most important message of the index is that by looking at the aggregate economy, we cannot draw the same conclusion about the small businesses. Even though the labor market has been being tight over the past year or so, when we look at the small businesses, unfortunately, the same thing has not been true for small businesses. And Q1 2024, small business employment has declined by 0.44%, which amounts to roughly 58,000 jobs in the United States.
Oh, wow. So give us the biggest challenges small businesses face.
Of course, post-COVID, the U.S. economy globally, but also the U.S. economy has gone through some rough times. Inflation went up to 40-year high levels, and the interest rate, the policy rate, is 20-year high. So as a result, these macroeconomic conditions are not very friendly, especially for the smallest of the small businesses. And small businesses are having hard time accessing capital in these conditions. The banks are typically cutting towards small businesses. As a result, they switch over to using their credit cards to finance their business. And when we look at the data, compared to the pre-pandemic, credit card usage has gone up almost 20%, which is a very expensive way of financing a business. And that's why I think this is an important, alarming situation that we should all take into account when we are discussing the U.S. economy.
Well, that does it for today's Coffee with America Extra. Thank you so much for joining us. If you missed anything, remember you can find it on our website, coffeewithamerica.com. You can always follow us on social media at Coffee with America, and you can follow me as well at Sasha Rionda. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.